Yeah, it's just my chest, rib area, just real painful. X-rays were negative, so nothing's broken. That's good, but I just have to do a couple more tests.
Did you try to come back? Did you try?
Yeah, I tried.
And they just
I
shut
wanted
you
to.
down?
Yeah, I wanted to. I tried, but there's point just saying, just being smart about it. It hurt. I hate leaving the guys like that, and I hate coming out. It hurt me as a person, but it was unfortunate, and that's just the game.
That guy had come free a little bit earlier in the game too, hadn't he? On the play, was it like the play that the safety happened on where you got hurt?
No, it was a different place.
Okay.
Different place.
Will you undergo an MRI tomorrow?
I'm not sure. They told me in the morning they're gonna call me tonight and see how it's feeling, and just run some more tests on it.
So there's nothing wrong with your shoulder? It looked like you landed.
That's what scared me. Just when I landed, I heard something weird, and I thought it was my shoulder at first, so I didn't want to move. But luckily, nothing with my shoulder.
Do you remember what? Can you take us through the play of what you saw, what happened, where the breakdown was?
Yeah, it was a screen play, and it was a screen to the right, and he ran through, unfortunately, and they just called a great defense on that play, and I just tried to get rid of it as I was getting hit, and went backwards. So.
Did you feel after the touchdown drive that you had stabilized your game at that point and were in that thing?
Yeah, I felt really comfortable. We felt comfortable as an offense. We were moving the ball well, and play calling was great, and we were getting really in a good rhythm. And that's just from the last few weeks too, just continuing to feel more and more comfortable with the more playing time I get. And like I said, it's just unfortunate, and it hurt me to come out.
Did it hurt you just handling it?
A little bit. It's not too comfortable, but yeah, it'll be fine. I just get treatment all week and try to get back as fast as I can.
Did you say you don't know about an MRI?
I'm not sure yet. They're going to call me tonight and tell me where to go from here, and just stay on top of it and get as much treatment as possible.
So you don't know about next week, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I want to come back. Obviously, I'm going to do everything I can, or as much treatment as possible, to get back as fast as possible.
What did it feel like when you were actually trying to throw? Was it just impossible
Yeah,
to pull off?
it was hurting, and I hate it because I very few games I've ever come out of, and I was trying really hard because I hate leaving those guys like that. And I was telling Joe, our trainer, just it hurts, but it hurts me more as a person to come out and not be able to go back in. And but yeah, it was pretty painful.
And I mean, the last time we had quarterbacks leave with injuries, it turned out to be kind of a little bit of a lengthy thing. How much are you hoping that you're not going to follow in the footsteps of Robert and Josh?
Yeah. I mean, my goal is to come back as fast as possible, and I'll know more in the next couple of days and just see how it feels and stay on top of it and get treatment. But yeah, my goal is to get healthy, really fast.
You feel this is an unlucky position with all the injuries, all these quarterbacks in 5 weeks?
No, I think it was just it's football. It's a violent game, and injuries happen, and you can't control that. And, that play, they just ran a good job on defense. They had a great call, and it was just an unfortunate situation.
Cody, Coach took the blame for the call that he made there. Should any of that be on you, or is that on him?
I think it's on the Patriots. They did a great job on that call, and they called the perfect defense for that play, and it was unfortunate. And we ran the play all week and practiced on it, and it was successful obviously throughout the week, and it was just unfortunate. But that's hats off to them. They called a great call on that.
Cody, you had two solid starts heading into today, and then threw the touchdown to Hawk, and it seems like you're kind of finding a groove here. Is this extra disappointing because you can't keep that rhythm going, that momentum going that you had been building for yourself?
Yeah, it was frustrating. Obviously, like I said, and it hurt to come out. But yeah, I'm feeling more and more comfortable each drive, and getting more comfortable with the guys and running the offense. And that drive was great. For us to answer back and continue to do that. And but like I said, unfortunately, injuries happen, and in that situation, I wanted to come back. I tried to come back, but it was just not going to happen.
So you told us that you're day to day. So you hopeful that you'll be okay for next?
Yeah. That's my goal. Is to like I said, stay on top of it and continue to get treatment and get back as fast as possible. And I hate, like I said, missing time with these guys, so I want to get back as fast as I can.
Thanks, Cody.
Good.